Hello, my name is Vakare. I'm from Lithuania. I'm from ISM University of Management and Economics, and I'm studying international business and communication. And I want to share that I am very glad to be here today at Global Case Study Challenge.
Hi, my name is Sara and I'm from the Åland Islands from Finland, and I study business administration at the Åland University of Applied Sciences, and I'm also very happy to be here today.
Hi, my name is Sasha. I'm from Ukraine. I'm studying in West Ukrainian University and I'm studying business communication plus English translation.
And at least, hi, moin moin, I'm Jann from Germany and I'm studying intercultural communications.
So, as from today's seminar, we heard very good insights about how to work efficiently in your group. And we heard that there are several important traits, but the three most common and important ones for society was the communication, coordination, and personal responsibility. So talking about communication, we couldn't agree on that more because it also, as a group, for us, it's very important. We have communicated very often. We make calls on Microsoft Teams, we chat on WhatsApp, and these platforms were the most suitable ones and comfortable ones for all of us. Also, I can add that from the keynote managers speaker session, we also heard that the communication word was repeated over and over again. So that shows that communication is really important to really get going in a group. And in that session, they were saying like, how could you get the solutions to answers if you don't communicate and like try to find them? So I think that communication is a key for everything to work out when speaking about the relationships, like in persons, people, humans.
Definitely. I couldn't agree more, and I think we have had a really good communication through this whole ordeal.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like quite surprised when I heard other teams while presenting, or also my university talked about the conflicts, like conflicts in communication, or like even in the whole start of Global Case Study Challenge, to connect. There were conflicts in people's, like they couldn't connect with themselves, and when the one was late connected to the group was angry for his responsibility, for example, and so on. So I'm very surprised and also happy that none of the conflicts were in our group. Like that's
Yeah.
literally very, I don't know how to say. I'm proud, but it's also unexpected because I expected at least some conflict, like with the time or like with the understanding. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And that was one of the keynote speakers from the conference. They talked about like mispronunciations, indirect responses, or unclear emails that can escalate conflicts, but I don't really think we have experienced any of that. I think we
Yes,
have
like
always had quite clear communication, and if there has been anything slightly unclear, we have just asked.
that's the point that I think that we didn't have any conflict because we had communication, which is the key, like presented in the both conferences, to good group work, and it's absolutely resonated with like our situation.
Mm-hmm.
I think also the main reason is our friendly relationships. Like we appreciate the thoughts of ourselves, we help each other, and it's so necessary for the teamworks.
Yeah, and I also think we all respect our different cultures and how we are
Yeah,
as people. I don't think they're. I mean, yeah,
and
we
also
Yes,
I
can.
think the best part is like we communicate not as team workers but such as friends, and it also
Mhm.
helps us to work.
I think that you have opened it right now about the friendliness and like stuff that we are very close to to one each other. I think that was the main reason that helped us to be accountable for our like bold tasks and what will do what and who will do that, who will do another task. And I think we did great on that because again of communication. And in that case comes the second important trait, which was mentioned in the conference, that is personal responsibility and also coordination we could include, because as I said before, we was asking each other questions like, Sasha, could you like make the presentation? Sara, could you give bullet points from the conference? Jann, could you like make I don't know, questions that we will need to get thoughts on, that we will need to include in our this video? So I think it helped a lot, to be this active in the WhatsApp, doing meetings often, and getting to know each other and know each other traits, and who is better at, I don't know, writing, another is better at speaking, and maybe some of us are the best at presentation creation and stuff like that.
Yeah,
We really did manage to get to know each other for that short time, and it's amazing actually.
Yeah, and I guess a nice word that Vakare said was coordination. So not overall the management of the different tasks were equally differentiated between all of us. I guess it was also nice that, like one of the keynote speakers said, the soft skills cannot be learned in a quick way. So after all these weeks of working together and being in meetings together, we learned in a not hard way, but in a long way to really not improve our language, just how be affectionate, how to can we can empathy, clarity, and I guess to include everybody in our language. And that's the main aspect in the end that I want to point out, is it's really important not to just fixate on the goals, to be goal orientated. The best aspect is to get along with each other, to learn different styles of working, and get equally implemented into the work. And that's a really nice experience, I guess all of us can collect on this global case study experiment. So that was the most successful aspect for me, and I hope for everyone else to learn different ways of working together and having a new spirit for future projects, even if it's not intercultural, like doing with Finland or Sweden, to do it in your own group when you're home, to work with your family or working with friends. There are some really nice aspects that we learned in this project will help in everyday life.
yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I agree 100% with you. And
So
I
all
have
in all,
really enjoyed our time together. Doing this project has been hard, but also very fun. We have spent many hours laughing together when we
Mhm.
should maybe have done a little bit more work, but we met all the deadlines, I think, and I'm really happy with the results, and I have to thank you all for the good cooperation.
thank you all and thank you, Global Case Study. Bye bye.
bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.